So these days there's a big debate happening on exercise. Right? Is exercising really hard bad for your health? Okay, people are now saying that if you exercise really hard, you might have heart attack, you might have lots of other complications. Now, exercising or anything to an extreme extent is bad. Right? Everything has to be done in moderation. Anything you are doing to an extreme extent can be harmful. Now, that said, among your circles, do you know of one person who's exercising over or exercising too much? One person, other than me, of course. You think that I exercise too much, but I don't. But people think that I exercise too much. But within your circles, do you know of anyone who you think is exercising too much? So exercising too much is a very rare occurrence. Right? That is a fraction of percentage of people, minuscule fraction, will over exercise. Right? This is high intensity training and all that, very limited people, and even they don't sustain it. Right? There must be some fat that is coming, okay, and then they just do it. Okay, but they don't sustain it. So it is extremely rare that you have an issue, heart attack and all that, from over exercising. Heart attack happens if you're not used to exercising and then you go and exercise too much because someone told you that you have to exercise. Right? Then a heart attack happens. If your body is not fit and then suddenly you go and jump into high intensity exercise, yes, of course it is dangerous. And that is why it is extremely important that is when you are going for any exercise program, you have to consult your doctor and you have to get a teacher who is experienced, right? Who has been doing this for many years. So one of the main reasons why all this debate happens is that the reason behind having a heart attack is probably not very clear, right? And in people who exercise really hard, one of the key reasons is that they have performance enhancing drugs, right? So they have these steroids and all that, especially these young chaps. What they want to do is they want to shortcut. They want always shortcuts. They want muscle, they want to look strong, all of that. So they do shortcuts. So they have all these extra anabolic steroids and a lot of other drugs, insulin, a lot of things they take to enhance, their physical appearance. Right? That is all shortcuts. Yes, if you have steroids, you will put on muscle really fast. But the problem is, you have other issues. Right? So anything, if you take a shortcut, it is dangerous. Especially when you're having all these performance enhancing drugs. And that is the reason, that is a predominant reason why people are having heart attacks. People who are really exercising, having heart attacks. Right? It is not just because of exercise at all, or over exercising. It is because of unnecessary drugs that are going in. This is something we have to watch. These youngsters. Youngsters go into the gym, they want to get buffed up. They call it buffed up, right? I want to buffed up, right? And they want to do it fast. That is the problem. If you are consistent, you can get buffed up even without drugs. if you're consistent with your exercise routine, if you're practicing yoga every day, right, it helps to discipline you, and you will become stronger eventually with daily practice. You don't have to have drugs. You don't have to have steroids. Right? But youngsters need to understand all of this. Now, there's a big debate. It's a TV, radio, and somebody died, and people started talking. Oh, he died because he was exercising too much, which is really not the case. Yeah. So that is, we have to get these youngsters to do yoga, discipline themselves, have consistent exercise routines, and then they will become stronger, they will look muscular, they will, mentally they will be stable also. Right? You don't have to have drugs. So I'll take your leave.